Good morning and welcome back to GS1 Kenya's Traceability Week 2024 Day 3, which also happens to be our final day of the event. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for sticking with us until this day. We have had an incredible journey filled with innovation, insights, and lively discussions. And now I promise you that we do have an even more exciting day ahead as we close up the event. So here's a look at our schedule for the day. First, our team leader for industrial engagement who will be presenting on achieving data excellence with Hakikisha Bidhaa. This session will focus on the importance of data accuracy and integrity in ensuring product authenticity and trust. Next, we hear from Ludridges Akini, our retail and marketplaces executive, who will be discussing embracing the 2D revolution. Retail evolves. Ludridges will guide us through the transition from traditional barcodes to the 2D QR and how this evolution is shaping the future of retail. For that, Nelson will return for yet another session where he will dive into the exciting topic of traceability for a greener future. We'll explore how the traceability is driving sustainability and environmental responsibility across. We include the remarks from our CEO, Mr. Peter Otieno, who will wrap up Traceability Week 2024. We're thrilled to have you with us for this final day. Let's make a memorable one. And before we kick things off, I'd like to fast play as brilliant on the
GS1 operates under the GS1 competition law caution. Strict compliance with competition laws is and always has been the policy of GS1. The best way to avoid problems is to remember that the purpose of the group is to enhance the ability of all industry members to compete more efficiently. This means there shall be no discussion of prices, allocation of customers or products, boycotts, refusals to deal, or market share. If any participant believes the group is drifting towards impermissible discussion, the topic shall be tabled until the opinion of counsel can be obtained. The full caution is available via the link below if you'd like to read it in its entirety.
Next, we have Nelson John, our team leader for industrial engagement at GS1 Kenya, with an impressive 7 years of experience in the field. Nelson is dedicated who will be presenting on achieving data excellence with Hakikisha. This session will highlight the role of data accuracy and integrity in maintaining product and consumer trust. Nelson, we're ready to begin.
Thank you, Marianne, for that great introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are doing well. Today, I'm going to take you through the power of GTINs. We are currently living in a global village where everything in the supply chain is interconnected. Healthcare, agribusiness, marketplaces, transport and logistics. And at the center of it all is the GTIN. The GTIN is making it possible for us to identify every item that is being transacted in the supply chain. So you could be wondering, what is a GTIN? A GTIN is simply a trade item unique identifier, and in full, a global trade item number. A trade item is simply any product or service that is priced, ordered, and invoiced at any point in the supply chain. Anything that you are currently transacting, if you're selling bread, if you're selling milk, if you're even selling any good that you can think of in an biashara, to uniquely identify it, we use a GTIN. For example, we have this strawberry jam. The strawberry jam in the physical world has that GTIN you're seeing there, starting with 616, issued by GS1 Kenya. And in the digital world, the same GTIN is being used to uniquely identify it on a marketplace, for example, Jumia or Amazon. So, at the center of it all, trust and efficiency starts with a valid GTIN. Customers and stakeholders are asking a number of questions to support their purchasing decisions today. And among them are just a few that I'm going to look at here. There's a time I bought a new fridge and I wanted to understand how can I be able to install this in my home, And then other people are wondering, you've just bought something from the supermarket, but you want to understand where did this come from. Some are wondering, how can I recycle this cloth that I've worn over time? To be more sustainable and also aware about the environmental impact of the product you are using. Other people are asking, you bought a laptop, you want to know which other options exist about this laptop, what new technologies are available, Others are wondering, is this safe for me, for my kids? You bought a new toy, is this safe? Everyone is so cautious about the things that we are currently consuming. All these things can only be answered through the power of the GT, having information about everything that we purchase and transact with in the supply chain. The internet today has made it possible for us to be able to transact globally. You can efficiently buy something from China, the USA. You can actually also export to the global village. And for us to be able to communicate efficiently, you need a GT. So the GT is enabling us to bridge the gap between the physical products and the digital world. As manufacturers, as partners, how are you able to enable your products to have a digital presence? Our refrigerators are online, our telephones are online. We as human beings have digital presence. It's time for us to enable our products to have a digital presence through the power of the GT. So you'll be wondering, Nelson is saying a GT can make my product be digital, but how? I'm going to take you through on how this is possible. With the help of the GS1 digital link, we are able to enable your products have a digital presence. Given, for example, Regan is at the supermarket there scanning a product. He's wondering, the current format of the GTs is being embedded in the EN13 kind of barcode or UPC code. This offers limited options. When you scan it, you only have the barcode number displayed. But the GS1 digital link through the QR code is giving us the option of enabling your products have a digital presence. And basically the GS1 digital link QR code is just a web address that may redirect to something elsewhere, a web page, a URL by GS1, or even a trading partner that you may have. As we look at this, when you scan that QR code, basically embedded into it is a URL, as you're seeing on your screen there, you see? And when you look at this URL keenly, you figure out that there is a GT in between there. This GT is being carried in the EN13 kind of barcode, but at the same time, it's the same GT that is being carried in the QR code. So it's the unique identifier that is helping us link the physical product to the digital presence. The GS1 URL, to be explained further, has the protocol, which we are using the HTTPS to be secure, that the platform you are accessing is secure and can be trusted. Then we have the domain that can be used. Could be Amazon, could be Jumia, could be GS1, so-called power, Then we have the GT that is identifying the product, and other information about the product can be included. For example, the batch number. We can have the serial number about the product, even have the expiration date. This all is possible through the use of the GS1 digital link. As the name says it, digital link. So let's take an example of this strawberry jam. With the GT and the digital link, we are able to access more information about this product. For example, by scanning, we are able to know the batch number, we are able to know the manufacture date, when this strawberry jam was manufactured. We are able to know the expiry date, We are able to know more certifications about this product. Let's say if you've been going to export to a region that is really so much restricted and you need further certifications, consumers are able to understand the ingredients. If someone is allergic to something that this product has, they're able to understand and know more. And we are also able to understand how the net weight about this product and many much more. The GT is empowering all this because we're able to uniquely identify this product and share that information in a seamless and efficient way. GT is transforming key supply chain transactions. And in the subsequent slides, you're going to see how the GT is making all this possible. So imagine you've gone to purchase a new cloth, wherever you do your shopping from, and you would want to understand, is my cloth sustainably manufactured? Can I easily recycle it? So the GT is enabling us to know the what, where, and how the goods we use were manufactured. So moving on to the world of the customs, governments and custom bodies would like to know the information about the products that you import into the countries. With the help of a GTIN, we are able to streamline custom clearance, enabling faster data lookup and risk assessments. At the border control centers, even the customs warehouses, the personnel there are now able to just scan and verify your product information efficiently. All this possible through the GTIN. The GTIN is also making it possible to efficiently track and manage our inventory in our warehouses, be it in your small biashara, in the supermarket, or even large warehouses for wholesalers. With the GTIN, everything is made possible. Moving on to the world of marketplaces, online shopping, people are now able to select the products they want. For example, you may go online, you want to buy a TV. There's a TV from Samsung, TV from LG, even a local person may have a TV that is being manufactured. When you open this online presence, how are you able to efficiently capture the right products and their details among the sea of results? The GTIN makes all this possible, thereby boosting online market efficiency. In the long run, the marketplace people are able to ensure that the right product is delivered to the right customer. Getting back to Regan, the retail point. Regan is a supermarket, like I said initially, and he's wondering, there's so many options of milk. We have so many people offering milk nowadays. Even I may start up my business of milk. But then Regan needs to make the right decision. With the help of the GTIN, consumers are able to make informed choices out of a sea of so many options. They're able to check for allergens, ingredients, and much of every product they purchase at the retail. And as retail evolves, looking at 1974, when the first barcode was scanned at Match Supermarket in Ohio, to date, where people are able to self-checkout, the GTIN is still making all this possible. People are able to just pick the product, go to the point of sale, confirm with efficient information, everything uniquely identified because of the GTIN. And as we move into the world of AI and smart shopping, the future of smart retail, the GTIN is still evolving and moving along with it. An example here is the Amazon Dash Cart, whereby you just go with the cart, pick a product you need, and the cart itself will efficiently manage and deduct everything that you are shopping. The GTIN is still at the center of all this. From all the examples I've shared about the power of GTIN, I believe we are now empowered to efficiently, uniquely identify our products so that we enable our customers and consumers, stakeholders, partners, be able to make informed decisions. Because with critical information and accurate information, we're able to make informed decisions. I thank you so much for being a very nice audience. Those are my contact details, and I now hand it over to Mary Ann to take us through the question and answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Can say hi to our viewers.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3. I'm pleased to be here with you, Marianne.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much. Can you tell us more about your presentation?
Yeah, from that presentation about item is basically the item or product that needs to be traced, or even invoiced at the point of sale. So the unique identifier, it supports so many business processes, and people are able to uniquely identify their products also, but also share great information about the things they do in the supply chain.
Okay, I know about GS1's migration to D. Kindly tell us more about that.
Okay, so in 2027, we globally are planning to migrate away from the linear code that we currently have and migrate to the 2D. But the 2D is just simply a QR code with a digital link in it. And at the center of it is a GT as a unique identifier for the product. So as we are migrating to 2D, do not be scared about this migration. The current linear code that is in your GT, we shall get the GT and embed it into the 2 code. So the GT move with you and also make it possible for your products to be both in the physical and in the digital world.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, Nelson will be back with yet another presentation and it's quite insightful. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a very quick short break. Just stick there.
GS1 operates under the GS1 competition law caution. Strict compliance with competition laws is and always has been the policy of GS1. The best way to avoid problems is to remember that the purpose of the group is to enhance the ability of all industry members to compete more efficiently. This means there shall be no discussion of prices, allocation of customers or products, boycotts, refusals to deal, or market share. If any participant believes the group is drifting towards impermissible discussion, the topic shall be tabled until the opinion of counsel can be obtained. The full caution is available via the link below if you'd like to read it in its entirety.
Okay, so as mentioned, I said we have Nelson John back again with yet another presentation, as he is our team leader for industrial engagement at GS1 Kenya with an impressive 7 years of experience in the field. Nelson is a dedicated expert in water management and traceability systems. And today he will be presenting on achieving data excellence with Hakikisha Bidhaa. This session will highlight the crucial role of data accuracy and integrity in maintaining product authenticity and consumer trust. Nelson, we're excited to hear from you. Over to you, Nelson.
Thank you, Miriam, for that great introduction. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to take you through how to achieve data excellence with Hakikisha Bidhaa. Every decision we do today depends on accurate data. For example, you might have received an order from your customers, but how sure are you that the inventory you have in store is enough to supply that order? You rely on accurate data to make sure that this order is fulfilled. Another example, you may be there in a shop trying to buy that nice shoe. You want to understand where is this shoe coming from, what is it made of, the size that fits you. All this is, you are able to do everything about this because of accurate information. Another area that is very critical is the pharmaceutical area. You may be purchasing a given set of medicine for your children, for your spouse, but how are you able to know that I'm getting the right medicine that is going to be able to help me manage this certain kind of disease? We all rely on accurate data to do this. So, and as technology evolves, I'll actually assume that 90% of us right now have smartphones. Would want to understand that the product I have in the physical world, is it the same as the product in the digital world? For us to be able to be sure that the data that is in the digital world is the same as the in the physical world, we need accurate information. And as GS1 Kenya, we are here to support you on how to achieve this. For us to achieve accurate and reliable data, we need an identity. And how do we get our identity? Just like each one of us has a thumbprint, each one of us, our thumbprints are unique in a way. Even product data has to be unique so that people are able to rely on this identity to make informed decisions. So, how do we build reliable and accurate data? As GS1, we use 7 key attributes. The first attribute is the GTIN. The GTIN is the unique identifier. It gives us the unique ID of this product, both in the physical and in the digital world. The other attribute we use is the brand name. We have the product description. We have the product image, the global product category, the net content, and the unit of measure of the product, and the country of sale. With these 7 key attributes, we are able to build data that is complete and trusted. So, having got the 7 key attributes of your product, we need a platform to share this information for all stakeholders, consumers, and partners in the supply chain. That's where Hakikisha Bidhaa by GS1 comes in. Hakikisha Bidhaa loosely translates to verified by GS1 Kenya. And this platform provides unique, trusted, and verifiable product, company, and location information for business partners and government entities. Number 1, verified by GS1 helps us to verify the GS1 identification standards that are used correctly. We are able to verify products, parties, and locations that are assigned a valid identifier. We are able to also identify the company behind the GS1 keys. And lastly, we are able to ensure product compliance. All this information supports the partners in the supply chain to make informed decisions, because once we know the product and know the IDs and know the location of the companies, we are able to fully achieve traceability. So one may wonder, how can I access this Hakikisha Bidhaa? We are able to access this Hakikisha Bidhaa information through the help of the GS1 digital link. So the digital link embeds the GTIN in a form of a 2D code, a QR code on a product, so that consumers using their mobile phones are able to scan and view more information, such as nutrition, instructions, loyalty rewards, patient portal, and many more. These are ways for us to be able to share information accurately with our customers and partners. The example below is of a QR code with a digital link in it. When you scan it right now, you're going to view information about the strawberry jam that we talked about earlier. And below is the URL with the unique identifier and the net weight of the product. Hakikisha Bidhaa platform can be accessed on both the mobile and on a web-based portal. The web-based portal is really important for people like retailers, the supply chain people, warehouse inventory people, whereby you are able to just search on our website, gs1kenya.org, go to Hakikisha Bidhaa, input the barcode number, and you'll be able to view all the key 7 attributes about a product. You are also able to review and give comments about the product. So globally, we also have what we call Verified by GS1. This is a global portal where you can also verify all the product information using GS1 identification keys. You can verify a product is GTIN, a GLN of a product, and even other keys that are used in logistic units. But also, you're able to search the company name and be able to verify more details about this. This solution is available for everyone to use so that we're able to share information accurately across the supply chain.
We are all aware that data makes the difference in today's world, right? Everything has turned digital. The consumer is fully digitalized and fully connected. When you look into the reality of enterprises, you understand there is a lot of inconsistency, lack of data, master data is not accurate. We all together, this industry needs to change. Standards are essential to make this efficient and effective. GS1 has a unique chance. It's the only body that we have in the industry that actually can live up to it.
Verified by GS1 is a global solution that enables GS1 members to verify the identity of a product. The identity of a product consists of 7 attributes: the product's barcode number or GTIN, brand name, product description, product image, product category, net content, and country of sale. Brand owners prepare this data and put it in a single, global, neutral, trusted registry called the GS1 Registry Platform via the local GS1 member organization.
Verified by GS1 is a crucial component of being a brand owner. We're so excited about the work collaborating together. So not only is it about the G10 that we've structured the actual numbers correctly, but making sure that it's registered to the right brand. So if we're looking at that, we're taking this data very seriously, and we want to make sure to register all of our products with GS1 Verify.
Retailers and marketplaces can then access the data to build clean product catalogs based on correct product identity. Verified by GS1 builds trust between retailers, brand owners and consumers, leading to more sales, less returns and less counterfeit products. The ultimate benefit is greater efficiency because information in retailer catalogs is based on correct product identity.
All of the brands and manufacturers need to understand that not only is Verified by GS1 about the new product, it's about all of the products that exist in their catalog today. The day will come where ultimately we will have to insist that in order for us to sell your product, it must be verified by GS1 before we can sell it in a store or on a marketplace. This is the moment of change right here. This is an inflection point. We've all got to be working together.
Trust and efficiency start with a valid ID. Get product identity right with Verified by GS1.
So, for us to build trust and efficiency with accurate data, we have 4 steps. The first step, register with GS1 Kenya, obtain your global trade item numbers. Those are the GTIN and other identifiers. Number 2, verify your products. Ensure all your products and respective SKUs have all the key attributes as mentioned earlier. Step 3, integrate and educate. Generate the barcodes and the symbols and the 2D codes from your GS1 self-service portal. Incorporate these 2D codes onto your product. And lastly, under step 4, communicate your commitment. Inform your customers, your partners, your supply chain people on how to access information by just a simple scan on your product, thereby achieving valid and accurate data. As I conclude, I call upon everyone to take action now. Join the growing number of industry leaders who are transforming their supply chains with Hakikisha Bidhaa. Don't wait. Enhance your operations, protect your brand, and earn the trust of consumers worldwide. For more information about Hakikisha Bidhaa and verified by GS1, reach out to me on my contacts above. I thank you so much for being a great audience. I now return it to the host, Miriam, for the questions and answer. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.
For that amazing presentation on Hakisha. So can you introduce you again just in case they don't know who you are?
Yes, good morning once again. My name is Nelson Wirov. I team leader industrial engagements at GS1 Kenya. And I'm glad to be back to talk to you about data evidence with Hakisha Bidhaa and verified by GS1.
Okay, so let's just dive deep into this. And so my first question will be, how does Hakikisha Bidhaa, how does the Hakikisha Bidhaa system ensure the accuracy and reliability of product data, and what impact does it have on consumer trust?
Okay, so at GS1 Kenya, we support entities and members in the supply chain to, first of all, achieve traceability, but at the same time, we manage their data. So when members join us and they register with us, they acquire the unique IDs to use on their products, to also assign various IDs for their entities and locations. So we need a way to share this data with the community people, and that's where Hakikisha Bidhaa comes in. So Hakikisha Bidhaa is basically verified by GS1 Kenya. It's a Swahili name for those who are coming from the international world. Hakikisha is basically verified by GS1 Kenya, if I'm able to say. And so we're sharing actual data because every decision we do today depends on accurate information and data. You know, when you go out to purchase something at the supermarket, you need to verify. Am I buying the correct product? You know, we are faced with so many options in the supply chain. You are the supermarket buying something, there's so many varieties. Others, you need to have a platform where that comes in. So we are supporting people based on that.
Okay, so I know you've spoken about the benefits of Hakikisha Bidhaa to the consumers, but now I'd like you to explain to us why the process behind verifying products through GS1 standards and how processes can benefit from implementing this system.
Okay, as we are trying to support entities and supply chain, maybe counterfeits in our one word, because that's a very big fight, but we do small steps on it, and data is really important. And through taking on our standards and implementing them on their products, we are able to now store that information in our personal. So on that basis, we are able to share this information with anyone in the supply chain. Retailers can access our platforms to reference and confirm that the GTINs on these products are accurate. So you as a consumer, because we are advising our members to embed the 2D that they are generating from the self-service portal onto the products. So that me as a consumer or anyone else, when you go to purchase something, you're able to scan, you verify. If this is a bread, you know, you confirm and say, okay, bread is actually. But important of it all, data in, if we have, then we have actually also sharing actual data to the community. So we call upon our members to ensure that we share the 7 key attributes. If I'm to the ECO, most of our members have gotten the GTs. We now just have to verify that every GT has the attributes assigned to them. Specifically, we need the images. We need to know the descriptions correctly, the country of sale, the net content, and everything that I've shared in my presentation.
Okay, yes. Before we continue, I'd like to remind you that the chat box is open and you can ask as many questions as you'd like. And also forget that we're acting live on Traceability TV on YouTube. So kindly head down there and subscribe to our channel so that you can have hands-on access to each and every presentation that we have covered during this week. So, and also give a shout out to those who are all watching from Tracy TV. Thank you. So with that, I have a question from you, Nelson, from one of our viewers. His name is Martin Cairo. He's asked, Nelson, thank you for your extra presentation. And he's asking, is that being used by the retailers and marketplaces in Kenya?
Okay, thank you so much, Martin. I know you are from GS1 South Africa. I appreciate that question. So currently, the platform is available to our retailers in Kenya to access and confirm the IDs because they are taking on so many products from our members, but then they need a way to verify. So the retailers in Kenya, we are reaching out to them effectively and also encouraging them to use this platform. So I feel that this platform is being embraced, but at the same time, the data we have in Kisha Bida is being linked to the verified by GS1, the global platform where everyone across the globe, even if someone has bought something from Kenya and they are exporting it to South Africa, they are actually able to have the information verified, you know. So, Martin, we are supporting our members locally, but also we are making it possible for those people who are exporting to be able to still share their product data and the keys globally.
Thank you so much. Hopefully, Martin, your question has been answered. And for everyone else who's well, kindly, the chat box is open. Ask as many questions as Guy also is here very ready to answer. So I'll go to my next question and it will be on the challenges. So what challenges do companies typically face when adopting Hakikisha Bidhaa, and how can these be effectively addressed to achieve data excellence?
So basically there are not so many challenges because once you become a member of GS1 Kenya, or if you look at our self-service portal, we ensure that you upload all the necessary product information. The only challenge we as the data handlers we are facing is our members are not sharing complete information. And this platform, I want to ask all our members to please ensure that you share all the 7 key attributes because people when they scan this code, they want to understand. So if you share with me all the product information and the image is missing, that is the data is incomplete. It's like taking medicine and then you stop midway. So we request our members to share all the attributes fully. But there's no challenge. The platform is easy to use and seamless, but at the same time, we are continuously improving upon this platform. There are so many things that Hakikisha Bidhaa can do. You know, we are not only limited at sharing those small, those 7 attributes. We are making it possible in that in the long run, our members and stakeholders can still share more information about the products. You know, we want our members to be able to share things like ingredient information, allergens, a way for consumers to verify certifications about the product. If the product is halal, you need to I'm allergic to some things. So I need a way to just scan. So if you look at Kisha Bidhaa, we are able to make this possible for our members and we want to assure them that as GS1 we are here to support you, but also offer your customers a platform to verify and they are sure that they are actually buying an authentic product.
Okay, you keep talking about authentic products. So I'd like to maybe move to ask you, in what ways does Hakikisha Bidhaa contribute to the fight against counterfeit products, and how does it enhance overall the supply chain and transparency?
So the question about counterfeit is really broad, and it's the part that brings up all borders in the supply chain. Yes. GS1 Kenya alone, we cannot fight it alone, but we are enabling people have the way of verifying the products that they are purchasing. You know, once you're able to verify the product I have in the physical world, then product in the virtual world, you are able to make an informed decision. In that way, that if someone is trying to play around with the products, the consumers are better informed. You know, you scan. That's why I talked about certifications, ingredients, and other information that you can link through the 2D code on your product and also scan and verify. So the question about counterfeit is a big fight. But as GS1 Kenya and GS1 globally, we want to assure our members that we are also trying to support them to make it possible for the consumers out there to make informed decisions about the products they are consuming.
Thank you. So I'd also like to remind you that all this whole session and Nelson's presentation will be available on Traceability TV and YouTube. So kindly head down there and subscribe so that you can have hands-on access to these videos and many more. Now, to continue, before we close up, how do you see Hakikisha Bidhaa initiative evolving in the future, and what innovations can make a step in the realm of products?
The future is bright. And given that most of the people, even I would say 80% of Kenyans, I believe, now have smartphones. You know, so the evolution of technology and smartphones being accessible to almost everyone, we are actually moving the devices in our hands. Now we are able to make it possible for consumers to scan. So Akisha Bida is going to move this journey with us. And as we look towards 2027, where we are going to migrate to 2D effectively, I believe Akisha Bida will be one of the platforms that actually will change the supply chain, you know, across the board. Whether you are marketplace, whether you are fresh foods, whether in agribusiness, you know, retail as a sector is also evolving. And as we're looking at the journey of AI, that's is an area that we feel we have to embrace, you know, and at GS1 Kenya, our solutions are also evolving along with this, you know, we'll be able to make it possible that the people come to a one-stop center. Artificial Bida should be the sound in your, like, should sound to you. When someone talks about where can I access information about the products I'm consuming, Artificial Bida will be some ideas. We are actively pushing this through collaboration. We get a platform that we get to communicate. I have a few links who are adopting, but through industrial engagements, we are going to make it possible that we continue making it possible for our members, but also supply chain stakeholders to have information. Because I believe from the community and from the consumer is able to make them. You know? So awareness is one of the pillars that we are pushing aggressively, locally, but also globally. And forget.
Okay, thank you so much. That's it for Nelson. I will be back later on in the day. Kindly give them a party shot. Tell them to subscribe to Traceability TV before we go to the next session.
So I want to thank you so much, everyone that has tuned in today. And I want to assure you that GS1 Kenya is here to support the supply chain. Through Akisha Bida and verified by GS1, we are going to make it possible that the consumers out there are able to make informed decision about the products they are consuming. I'm coming back later with an interesting story of achieving a greener future with standards. Subscribe to Traceability TV.
And we're all excited for that. So up next, don't go anywhere. We have a very amazing presentation coming from Regis Obala. Stay tuned.
GS1 operates under the GS1 competition law caution. Strict compliance with competition laws is and always has been the policy of GS1. The best way to avoid problems is to remember that the purpose of the group is to enhance the ability of all industry members to compete more efficiently. This means there shall be no discussion of prices, allocation of customers or products, boycotts, refusals to deal, or market share. If any participant believes the group is drifting towards impermissible discussion, the topic shall be tabled until the opinion of counsel can be obtained. The full caution is available via the link below if you'd like to read it in its entirety.
Thank you. Welcome back. Up next, we have a presentation from the Regis Obala, our retail and marketplace executive at GS1 Kenya. With over 2 years of experience at GS1 Kenya, she will be presenting on Retail Evolves Barcode to QR Code Revolution. Ms. Regis will take us through the transformation from traditional barcodes to the cutting-edge 2D QR codes and how this shift is revolutionizing the retail landscape. Ms. Regis, we're eager to learn more from your expertise.
Thank you, Marianne, for that wonderful introduction, and hello everyone. Welcome to my presentation. So today I will be talking about Retail Evolves, and to be precise, barcodes to QR code revolution. The retail has so many subsectors, and today we'll look into 4 main subsectors that we'll be discussing as of today. So the first one is the general merchandise. This refers to a wide range of non-specialized products that we meet on a daily basis as we walk into the retail stores. They include products like the household items, the toys, stationeries, you name it. The second subsector that we'll be discussing today is the fresh foods. This refers to perishable goods that are minimally processed and that are to be consumed after a short period of time. They include fruits, vegetables, meat, dairy products, you name it also. And the third subsector that we will be looking at today is the apparel. So the apparel are the clothing items that are worn by individuals for fashion and or even functionalities. They include the trousers that each and everyone or some of us are wearing today, the t-shirts, the shirts, the pants, jewelry, you name it again. So, and the last subsector that we're going to discuss today is the electronics. This refers to devices and equipments that operate using electric circuits and that are basically used for communication or entertainment purposes. They include the products like the mobile phones that we have, the televisions, the washing machines, or even the television sets that we have in our houses. So on to our next slide, we're going to look at the evolution of GS1 standards in the retail sector. So in the past, the retail as a whole relied on physical price tags that were placed on products to identify the products and to also display the prices of the products to the shoppers. This came with it so many challenges, and the first one included delays in the completion of transactions due to factors such as slow processing times, outdated technology, or even insufficient staff, which led to customer dissatisfaction and long queues. The second challenge that came with this is the prices being displayed on the item differing from the price that is being scanned at the point of sale. This discrepancy led to customer confusion and dissatisfaction if not promptly rectified by the retailer or the merchant. The last challenge that came with this is the challenge in managing and tracking inventory accurately, which can lead to overstocking, understocking, or discrepancies between the actual or recorded stock levels. As of today, product cost and product information are embedded on a barcode and are scanned at the point of sale, which eases the process, unlike in the past where long queues were realized due to slow completion of transactions and so many other reasons, as I've mentioned before. And I'm so sure all of us can attest to this as we walk into any retail store that you go to shop into. So this came with it so many advantages, and the first one is, with the GS1 barcodes being placed on products right now, there is the faster transaction processing times, there's the smoother customer interactions, and improved accuracy in handling payments and inventory management, which has enhanced the overall customer satisfaction and decreased the queues at the retail stores. The second advantage that comes with this is that it has also ensured consistency between the prices being displayed on the product and the price being scanned at the point of sale. This has also seen to it that there is a systematic management and monitoring of inventory levels to optimize stock availability while minimizing the excess or shortages. The future retail requires the use of 2D QR codes on products for product cost and more product data, as the normal linear barcode carries limited product information compared to 2D QR codes. So with this comes so many advantages, and the first advantage will be this fosters a more interactive and personalized shopping experience, potentially increasing customer satisfaction and loyalty, which leads to an increased customer engagement at the point of sale. The second advantage that comes with this is that the 2D barcodes enable timely responses to inquiries, efforts, ordering, processing, and also collaborative problem solving, which fosters a stronger relationships and ensures overall supply chain efficiency. And the third advantage that comes with this is that with the 2D QR codes comes increased deterrent of counterfeits. This effort aims to protect the consumers, uphold brand integrity, and minimize economic losses associated with counterfeit products. In summary, the future of retail has evolved from traditional store setups where customers relied on physical interaction with products and price tags for product information and costs. Today, supermarkets offer more interactive shopping experiences where consumers can directly engage with products. And looking forward, the retail is shifting towards online platforms where shoppers can scan QR codes for comprehensive product information, emphasizing convenience, digital engagement, and personalized shopping experiences. From what I've just mentioned above, we can all agree that the future of retail depends on 2D QR codes for the ability to provide detailed product information, enhance supply chain transparency, improving customer trust, and operational efficiency. Various local companies have already implemented the GS1 2D QR codes. Some of these industries include the Hako Industries, the Betana Industries, the Dormans Coffee, and the Brava Foods Limited, as shown on your screens. The 2D QR codes comes with so many advantages to the brand owners. We are going to dive into some of them, and the first advantage is consumer engagement. So the GS1 2D QR codes provides brand owners with a measurable advantage by indicating that their marketing efforts effectively capture consumer interest and lead to actual sales. This not only enhances brand visibility and reputation, but also translates into increased revenue. Secondly, they offer brand owners a deeper understanding of consumer behavior, preferences, and market trends that enable more informed decision-making and targeting marketing strategies. This leads to enhanced customer satisfaction, strong brand positioning, and increased competitive advantage in the marketplaces, which therefore increases brand insights and analytics. This also ensures improved brand perception, which results in increased trust and loyalty among customers, as well as a positive reputation within the industry and among stakeholders. The second advantage is revenue growth. So when a customer's retention is high to a certain brand or product, this signifies that the brand owner successfully maintains a long-term relationship with its customers, which translates to consistent revenue streams and reduced marketing costs that are associated with acquiring new customers. With the 2D QR code comes very many referrals to a particular brand or product, attracting new customers, which provides brand owners with expanded market reach and opportunities for growth, blistering sales, and increasing brand recognition. The 2D QR codes ensures improved sale margins, representing increased profitability for brand owners, which results to effective cost management, pricing strategies, and operational efficiencies. The third advantage is marketing campaigns. So with a 2D QR code, a manufacturer is able to embed a marketing video, and this approach not only captivates viewers, but also helps convey brand messages effectively and ultimately driving increased brand awareness and potentially high conversion rates. It also carries more marketing information that allows brand owners to convey details about their products or services that educate consumers, and which in return builds trust and enhances brand credibility and can also influence purchasing decisions positively. It also allows direct public engagement that enables a brand owner to interact directly with their audience, gather feedback, and address customer inquiries and concerns promptly. The last advantage is transparency. 2D QR codes reduce counterfeit rates by allowing brand owners to track back complaints on their products, and this protects the brand owners against revenue loss and damage to brand reputation by ensuring consumers receive genuine products. This also allows real-time public engagement, which enables brand owners to connect instantly with their audience, address inquiries, resolve issues, and capitalize on opportunities swiftly. They also ensure better product data management, enabling brand owners to maintain accurate and consistent information about their products across all channels, which enhances operational efficiency and customer trust. As illustrated on the screen, a 2D QR code is boldly placed on the front page of a product to allow consumers to quickly access information about the product. Information includes the ingredients of the product, the usage instructions, and the certification, which enhances transparency and trust. While a 2D QR code is boldly placed on the back page of a product to allow retailers to efficiently manage pricing by providing instant access to product specifications, pricing updates, and promotions. This transparency helps retailers to make informed pricing decisions based on the current market conditions, consumer demands, and also optimizing sales strategies and enhancing overall customer satisfaction. Allow me to introduce to you this brief, informative video that will give more information on the 2D barcodes in retail.
Welcome to the world of GS1 powered QR codes. A world where you can transform your brand's digital strategy, drive revenues, progress sustainability agendas, and increase customer engagement. All by using a QR code powered by GS1 standards to turn your product into its own media channel and connect with consumers like never before. Your customers can see everything about the product in one place. What it is, its unique features, and the awards it's won. Plus, with the growing amount of legal requirements related to packaging information, to save space, it's a handy place to link to more valuable brand info, which will help consumers make more informed, sustainable, and healthier choices, as well as showcase the entire range of products, allowing you to cross-sell and drive more revenue. Update content dynamically in real time, react to seasonal moments, and promote those products that are just waiting to be launched, all instantly in the customer's hand, whilst building a trusted relationship with them by being transparent about your sustainability credentials and helping your customers recycle every part of the product and do their bit towards a circular economy. Not to mention championing your brand's story and provenance, helping you to build loyalty and advocacy with your customers, and highlight where customers can buy the product to help drive repeat purchases. And now offer an enhanced customer experience with engaging content, like serving suggestions and recipe inspiration to create even deeper connections and more profitable engagement. Or connect your customers to your social channels to increase your followers and build your community. All in all, this is a brand new, future-proofed, more cost-effective channel of marketing. By updating your packaging with GS1 powered QR codes today, you can drive your digital strategy, revenue, sustainability agendas, and customer engagement, all while collecting powerful first-party consumer data and analytics that you now own. Make sure to use GS1 powered QR codes and be ready to sell your products in the new era of retail. GS1 powered QR codes, powering the future of retail.
Thank you so much for your time and for listening. As introduced earlier, my name is Milreje Zakinyi, a retail and marketplace executive here at GS1 Kenya. And for more information or inquiries, feel free to reach out to me on the numbers and email displayed on the screen. And now I'll give it back to Marianne for question and answer session.
Thank you so much for that insightful presentation on 2D QR codes on retail sector. Kindly introduce yourself to the people at home so that they can know about you.
Thank you, Miriam, for that welcome, and welcome you all to this presentation from wherever you want.
Thank you. Okay, we'll dive deep the first question, but before we go on, remember that every week we'll hosted on Traceability TV. So head down there and subscribe to our channel for more sessions and for just documentaries. And also at the same time, I would like to tell you that the chat box is open, so kindly engage with us and type any questions or comments that you have for me. Be sure to share them live. So let's begin. What are 2D codes and how do they differ from traditional marketing files?
Thank you, Miriam, for that question. So an example of a 2D barcode is a QR code and a data matrix. So these codes have the ability to store information horizontally and vertically in the dimension, which allows that to store information compared to the 1D barcode, which has the ability to store in a single line compared to the 2D barcode. That's what makes it different from each other.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So how do 2D barcodes improve inventory management in retail?
Okay, thank you for that question again, Marianne. So as mentioned earlier, the 2D barcode stores more information. Some of the information that it can store include the batch number and the expiry date of a product. So with this information, a brand owner is able to know the inventory that has gone out and what has come in. They are also able to know what products to push before they expire in the market, and also able to know which products and when to restock, and with that, they're able to maintain the stock levels they are stored.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Again, I'd like to remind you that the chat box is open, and if you have any questions or comments that you'd like to make, kindly make them now as we continue with the live session. Okay, so in what ways have 2D QR codes enhanced the consumer shopping experience?
Thank you for that again, Miriam. So in terms of the consumer engagement, the QR code, as the customers to purchase, let's say, a product in the supermarket, they are able to, interact with this barcode in terms of scanning using their smartphones. And with this, they're able to, know the ingredients that was used in the production of a product. And I believe most of us, if not some, are allergic to certain products or items that can be used in the production of a product. So with this information, our consumer is able to know which products they can avoid, or rather, which products they prefer, and that also helps them in terms of the recognizing decisions in terms of the different products. They can also use this in terms of the purchasing decisions.
Okay, can you provide examples of how 2D barcodes are used for promotional activities in retail?
Okay, thank you for that again. So a retailer is able to embed a QR code on the product packaging. And with this, when the consumer goes to interact with it in terms of the scanning using the mobile smartphone, again, they are able to, see the exclusive deals on a certain brand, the discounts that have been given on a certain brand, and also they are able to, see the discounts as I mentioned. And with this, the retailer sees that their efforts in terms of the promotional advertisements don't go to waste.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'd like to remind you again that the chat box is open, and if you have any comments or just any questions from the judges, please kindly type them out now while we're still in the interview session of the day. Okay, now to your next question, what role do 2D QR codes play in improving supply chain efficiency?
Okay, in terms of efficiency, the QR code is able to, help in tracking the movement of our product from its origin to the consumer's table. And with this information, it reduces the errors, that could have come along the supply chain. It also reduces, the time that the product could have taken to reach the consumer. And with this and so many more, it increases the efficiency in terms of the supply chain.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to remind you again that you can head on down to YouTube so that you'll be able to access Mildred's presentation and even Nelson's presentation from the day and other presentations that we've done during the event. So kindly head down there and subscribe to our channel. Okay, the next question is any challenges or limitations associated with the use of 2D QR codes in retail?
Okay, so one challenge that has is, the awareness. Most people in the retail sector are not aware of the QR code, rather the 2D barcode, and with this behind the implementation of the 2D QR codes. Again, another challenge that has come up is that to get the scanners that are able to scan these QR codes, it's quite expensive in terms of the implementation. Yeah, those are some of the challenges that have come up in the 2D implementation now.
Okay, so the next question would be, can you tell us any future aspects of the QR code, like what's going to happen in the future?
I wanted to mention, we are venture events industry, attract their attendees. So now we're in the funeral, sector where we use that to also attract the attendees. We're also in the we are there, we are also in the funeral, and also in terms of the itself, that is where we're headed because we are moving from the linear to the 2D QR codes, and I knew with time linear backwards, we just check QR codes because that future is headed.
Okay, I like this to so we can offer anything, and I know that there's a question in the chat box, so you can kindly enlarge more on that. Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah, there's a question for Midridges from Martin, and he's asking that how has the 2D migration project been met by the brand owners and retailers? Are they willing to convert, and is Sunrise 2027 attainable? Back to you, Marianne.
Pardon, we didn't clearly get you, but you can also answer the question. That would be amazing. Thank you.
Oh. Okay, so Martin was asking that how has the 2D migration project been met by the brand owners and or retailers, and are they willing to convert, and is Sunrise 2027 attainable? So is maybe I can answer. So Martin, as GS1 Kenya, we are actively engaging all retailers and brand owners locally. And through this awareness campaign, many manufacturers and brand owners are showing interest about the 2D revolution. And we believe by 2027, we shall have a significant number of brand owners come on board. Retailers, through their associations and so on, we are continuously engaging them through awareness campaigns effectively, but also doing various pilots and various use cases. Like we see the 2D from Midridge's presentation has so much potential, and we believe by 2027, surely we shall be having a significant majority of brand owners and retailers on board. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nelson, for that. Midridges, as we close our shots, tell them subscribe to Traceability TV.
As you have subscribed to Traceability TV, and I just want to urge the manufacturers and the brand owners out there to join us in this revolution from the 1D to 2D QR code. And I believe all your efforts will not go in vain because this is where the future is headed, and we want to walk this journey with you, and we will truly appreciate walking this journey with you. Thank you very much for your time.
You've had it coming from the retail expert herself. So up next, we have a very informative video on retail traceability intel. So don't go anywhere, watch it and enjoy.
In the age of digital commerce, the journey of a product from the manufacturer to the consumer has transformed dramatically. Online marketplaces have revolutionized how we shop, offering unparalleled convenience and choice. However, with this transformation comes the challenge of ensuring transparency and trust in the supply chain. This is the story of traceability in the retail sector, a behind-the-scenes look at the mechanisms that ensure we know exactly where our products come from and how they reach our doorstep. Online marketplaces have seen exponential growth over the past decade. From giants like Amazon and Alibaba to local e-commerce platforms, these digital hubs have become integral to modern shopping. But as the volume of transactions increases, so does the complexity of managing and tracking these products. Online marketplaces offer a plethora of benefits, convenience, variety, and often lower prices. However, they also come with inherent risks that both consumers and businesses must navigate. The benefits are undeniable. Consumers have access to a vast array of products from around the world, often at competitive prices. For businesses, it's an opportunity to reach a global audience. Despite these advantages, online marketplaces are not without their pitfalls. Counterfeit products, shipping delays, and data breaches are just a few of the risks associated with digital commerce. Balancing these risks and benefits is essential. This is where robust traceability systems comes into play, ensuring that the benefits outweigh the risks by providing transparency and accountability at every stage. Traceability isn't just about tracking a package. It's about ensuring every step of the supply chain is transparent and accountable. From sourcing raw materials to the final delivery, each stage must be meticulously documented. With traceability, issues like product recalls or counterfeit goods can be quickly identified and addressed, maintaining the integrity of the supply chain. Technology plays a pivotal role in enabling traceability. GS1 standards, barcodes, and RFID tags are some of the tools that help create a seamless flow of information. GS1 standards ensures that all players in the supply chain speak the same language, making it easier to track and trace products across borders. Today's consumers are more informed and conscientious than ever. They expect transparency and accountability from the brands they support. Knowing where products come from, especially food and health products, gives consumers peace of mind. When a company can show the journey of a product, it builds trust and loyalty. Despite the advancements, traceability in online marketplaces faces significant challenges. Counterfeit goods infiltrate even the most secure supply chains, posing safety risks to consumers and financial risks to brands. Product recalls can be daunting, as identifying and isolating affected items requires precise and rapid traceability. In addition to these issues, maintaining accurate data throughout the entire supply chain can be difficult. Inconsistencies and errors can occur at any point, leading to discrepancies that undermine trust and efficiency. Furthermore, the fragmentation of information systems across different suppliers, logistic providers, and retailers can result in gaps and delays in tracking. The sheer scale of global supply chains adds another layer of complexity. Coordinating across multiple countries, languages, and regulations demands robust systems and continuous vigilance. Addressing these challenges is crucial to ensuring the integrity and transparency of the supply chain in online marketplaces. Transport and logistics are the lifeline of online marketplaces. Without efficient and transparent logistics, the entire supply chain can falter. Ensuring products are tracked accurately during transit is essential for maintaining the integrity of the supply chain. Innovations like real-time tracking and automated warehouses are revolutionizing how logistics are managed. These technologies provide unprecedented visibility and control over the movement of goods. The integration of cutting-edge technologies in logistics not only improves efficiency but also enhances traceability, ensuring that products are delivered accurately and on time. The future of traceability is promising. As technology continues to evolve, so will the methods and systems that ensure transparency and trust in online marketplaces. Greater integration and collaboration across the supply chain will achieve a level of traceability that meets the growing demands of consumers. Ultimately, traceability is about building trust. It's about assuring consumers that they can rely on the information they receive and that the products they buy are safe and authentic.
Welcome back. Now we are going into the second session of the day, and will probably be the third session actually, our final session of the day. So we have you've been engaging with him throughout the entire event, and he's here again to be talking to us about traceability of a greener future. Hi, Nelson. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hi, once again, I believe now you know me. My name is Nelson, team leader industrial engagements. at GS1 Kenya. And I'm glad to be back again to talk about something for the future.
Yes, as we know, the world is moving to a greener and a more clearer future, and that's what we're also trying to do here at GS1 Kenya. So I'll start off with the first question. How does traceability play a crucial role in supporting the principles of the circular economy, and what are the key benefits for businesses adopting these practices?
So when we talk about the greener future, and you've seen worldwide, everyone is talking about climate change. As GS1 Kenya and our standards, we believe that standardization is a great milestone that needs to be embraced for us to achieve this vision of a greener future. And I want to maybe explain to the viewers out there what circularity means.
Yes.
You know, circularity is basically a principle of sustainability, whereby it's a model of production, whereby we ensure that we minimize waste. The current model that most manufacturers are using and how people are manufacturing the produce in the supply chain is a linear model. By linear, I mean that we get the raw materials, we manufacture, they sell the products for use, and when the users have used the products are taken to waste. So the entire process is actually straightforward, but this process is not sustainable. In that, the resources we are currently using are not infinite. You know, in the long run, they are going to end up getting used up in the entire ecosystem. And this current model of manufacturing is causing a lot of waste. And that looking at the vision 2030, Kenya Vision 2030, under the social pillar, the government of Kenya is trying to put in place measures on how to manage waste in the various communities. So this is a move towards a circularity, but also a sustainable future. So circularity as a model of production is basically a closed loop. As you see, nature happens in a way that everything that is in place right now is a byproduct at the end of another process.
Yeah.
When we die and compose, we enter into another process. Or if a crop is being grown and it dies, it is decomposed into something more. So this move globally is a move to ensure that we minimize waste. And as GS1 Kenya, we believe that through standardization, we can effectively support manufacturers on how to achieve sustainability, but also move towards a circular kind of model on how to manufacture and also operate into a greener space.
Okay, thank you. I'd also like to remind our viewers that we have these videos available for you on our YouTube channel at Traceability TV. So kindly subscribe to have access to those videos and many more. At the same time, I will give a warm shout out to everyone who is watching from YouTube at Traceability TV. And to also inform you that the chat box is open as I continue engaging with Nelson. Kindly ask as many questions as you'd like to on the circular economy, just to understand deeper, or make as many comments as you'd like to make so that we can engage together. Okay, so up next is my question would be, how does traceability involve itself in the circular economy? Like, how do they work together?
Okay. So when you look at traceability, if you define traceability as being able to track the history of a given product or even human and so on throughout the entire supply chain. And the move towards circularity and sustainable future is possible through traceability. Mm-hmm. So how GS standards manufacturing things, and there's a way to share information effectively. Yeah. Very many companies out there that are trying to solve the problem of waste are looking for ways of accessing information about the waste they are recycling. You know, and we believe the move towards 2D, the 2D revolution that we are currently preaching to the people out there, is going to enable us to support the move towards sustainability, also achieve circularity. In that, we found that when you manufacture a TV and then at the life of this TV, someone else is going to recycle it. Yeah. They need a way of understanding and seeing information about the life cycle of this TV, so that they also understand. And then at the same time, we as human beings, some people are now cautious on the things that they are consuming. If you buy a cloth and you want to be also you want to be actively involved in sustainability, making sure that everything we consume is sustainable because we have a planet to live on. So the migration and the sharing of efficient information to us is will make this possible. We shall achieve traceability with the 2D. People are able to confirm and understand how can I fix this can I make something new out of this product? So all that information about ensuring that and making people aware on how to recycle and reuse the products they are buying out there, it can only be achieved through traceability and using global standards.
Okay, you said it can only be achieved by traceability. So why GS1 Kenya? Why should we use GS1 Kenya?
Okay, so why GS1 Kenya? I believe we have standards that can support traceability. You know, number one, for us to achieve traceability, we need a unique ID.
Yes.
Everything to be traced needs a unique ID. As individuals, we have IDs. You know, if you're moving from one country to another, there's that way the government is able to trace you. So even products in the supply chain need a unique identifier. So once we know this ID, a manufacturer somewhere who is trying to transform his so that they start using raw materials that are sustainable. They capture this information, share it effectively to the consumers, you know. So these are still being embedded along the way. We have the GLMs, we have the Ts, we have the SSCs. In that, when this product comes to its end of life, the next person that is going to recycle it into something else has a way of accessing information and also supporting. Because there is another model that that is currently being looked at in around the world, whereby how to achieve sustainability and such. Right? If you look at a leasing model, whereby everything we have in our houses are owned by someone else, we just lease them. You know, so that if anything needs to be recorded again, the manufacturer that produce this can efficiently get it back from us to their factories for recycling. So I believe GS1 Kenya and GS1 as a whole entity, we have it available. And I want to send shout outs to GS1 Europe, who are currently doing models around the digital product passport. Basically, the digital product passport is a move to sustainability. The European Union, and they are ensuring that every product in the supply chain has a way or has a event card that will follow it up the end of life. So information about the product is shared effectively throughout its entire journey. If you buy a car, if you have a battery, you know, electric cars are now on board, that battery, there should be a tag onto it and information about it. So all this information can only be achieved through 2D, and GS1 Kenya and standards will make it possible.
Okay, thank you. I think you convinced me. So before we continue, I'd like to prompt everyone watching that the chat box is open. Kindly make as many comments as you'd like, or even ask as many questions as you'd like. Nelson here has the wealth of knowledge about everything to do with circularity and traceability, and he is ready to answer them. So let's dive into some challenges. What challenges do companies face when trying to integrate traceability into their sustainability initiatives, and how can they overcome these obstacles?
So the first challenge that most companies are facing and members, I believe that for us to achieve sustainability, it involves you changing your current production models. You know, if you are currently producing in a way that's not sustainable, you're just producing a product to waste. You will have to go back and redesign your production lines so that every raw material that you're using to produce is sustainable. If you're currently using a plastic that is not recyclable, then you have to go back and refigure the kind of plastics you're using. Because the people who are currently recycling plastics, there are so many, they also actually tell us and say that there are certain types of that can be easily recyclable. So most entities believe that are facing is they have to redesign the entire models, but at the same time, they are lacking information on how to achieve sustainability. And the other challenge we have is investing in sustainability and circularity as the entire loop. It's quite it needs some investment. You know, it needs some investment. locally, but also through forums with the government. The government has to put in place specific guidelines, but also rules and recommendations for people they consume aware. Because me as a manufacturer, I may be achieving sustainability. I'm making sure that everything I'm producing is sustainable. But am I consumer aware? So that's why GS1 Kenya, along with various stakeholders, are coming on board to support the movement towards a greener Kenya, but also a greener economy through sustainability and circularity. So we are preaching the gospel of standardization and traceability to achieve sustainability. Yeah.
Okay, so in what ways can traceability help companies achieve their environmental goals, such as reducing carbon footprints and ensuring responsible sourcing of materials?
Okay, so traceability it makes it possible for us to have access to information. Once we have information about the products we use, we are able actually to now go and speak confidently, like, my company is actually sustainably producing things. And there's a better information that will show the evidence. The evidence is available because if we have information gathered across the entire supply chain, you look at my production modes, look at the products I've produced, and the people are actually able to recycle my products efficiently. So I think traceability is a very big move because there are so many people out there who are recycling products. But you find a product that you would want to recycle, you have no information about it. You don't know what material was used in the manufacture of this product. So it becomes really tricky without to efficiently support the move towards circularity. So traceability is a very good move. It can only be achieved through the use of global standards.
Okay, so as the expert in the room, how do you see the future of traceability evolving in relation to sustainability, and what innovations are on the horizon that could further enhance the circular economy?
Yeah, I want to assure our viewers today and the participants online that there are so many people out there that are really innovating around sustainability. There are so many young people who are bringing up new solutions and enabling the sharing of information. But also, as GS1 Kenya, we are supporting these entities to look at conversation on the subject of traceability and sustainability. So, and the world of AI, as we're evolving, we have to be able to maximize this potential on how to achieve traceability, but also at the same time, support those few people, others that are interested to enter into this forum of how to achieve a greener future through the use of GS1 standards.
Okay, just to finish up, what role does collaboration between different stakeholders, maybe manufacturers, suppliers, consumers, play in ensuring the success of traceability initiatives aimed at a greener future?
So we cannot achieve a greener future collaborate with entities out there that are pushing actively and looking at teaching people sustainability. There are so many entities out there that we are currently engaging. Some we've had MOUs signed with, and we are actively to the table so that we, as they talk about managing waste and the journey to the greener future is happening, we are also actively involved. We don't want people to be out there looking for solutions. So we look for them and then we bring them on board so that in everything they're currently designing, all the models they are designing on recycling and also and the design of the new products, GS1 Kenya is getting involved. We are having discussions. And I think even when the government of Kenya comes up with regulations and models on how to achieve traceability and a greener future, GS1 Kenya is, we are making strides to ensure that we are ready to support, but also offer guidance and knowledge to the people out there that our standards will make it possible on this journey of a greener Kenya.
Okay, thank you. I'd like you to give them one last picture because this is the last time you'll see Nelson's face on your screen.
Well, it's not the last time. I'm going to be actively on traceability. Yes. We are currently ensuring that through the industrial engagements department and the training department, we make it possible for everyone there to understand what GS1 standards are. And for us to move, my parting shot on a greener future is that each one of us out there should be cautious about what we produce, and how would we be able to understand what we are consuming is through embracing the 2D migration. Manufacturers, retailers, stakeholders, consumers support the 2D migration, because through this we are able to share information about any recycling opportunities of the things we use. Because each one of us has a phone. You may need a new phone, but how are you going to recycle this phone? Do you have the information about your phone, how it is recycled, your TV, your mat, your chair? So many questions are available. But I believe through the 2D migration and the sharing of efficient information about the products we consume, we shall achieve a greener future and minimize waste. We have one planet.
We have one planet. So that is it for traceability for a greener future. Up next, we have a very informative video on plastics and traceability for plastics. So stay tuned.
Imagine a world untouched by time, where nature thrives in its purest form. A place where oceans teem with life and forests echo with the sounds of wildlife. This is the earth as it was meant to be. But today, our planet faces a growing threat, a silent invader, almost invisible yet omnipresent: plastic bags. These seemingly harmless everyday items have become a symbol of our throwaway culture. Lightweight and convenient, plastic bags are used for an average of just 12 minutes, yet they can persist in our environment for hundreds of years. Let's trace the journey of a plastic bag. From the moment it's produced in a factory, it begins a life cycle that will impact our world in ways we are only beginning to understand. A single use for carrying groceries, that's often all it takes for a plastic bag to begin its environmental journey. But where does it go next? Many end up in landfills, where they can take up to 1,000 years to decompose. Others are carried by the wind, finding their way into rivers, lakes, and oceans. In the ocean, plastic bags are often mistaken for food by marine animals. Turtles, dolphins, and seabirds suffer the consequences, with many dying from ingestion or entanglement. There is hope. Around the world, communities are coming together to address the plastic bag crisis. Cleanup efforts, recycling initiatives, and innovative solutions are making a difference. Researchers are developing biodegradable alternatives, and governments are enacting bans and regulations to reduce plastic bag use. These actions are crucial steps towards a more sustainable future. But the most powerful change starts with us. By choosing reusable bags and educating the next generation, we can reduce our reliance on plastic and protect our environment. Every small action counts. Together, we can trace the path of a plastic bag and turn the tide on plastic pollution for a cleaner, healthier planet.
Okay, welcome back. I surely hope that you enjoyed that presentation and documentary on a greener future. Now we are closing the show, we are closing the event. Thank you so much for staying with us until this day. We are truly, truly grateful. As I said, we are host, Maria. And if you do want to access all the presentations that you have seen throughout the event, they are available at Traceability TV. So head down and subscribe to our channel. So I will invite our CEO, Mr. Peter Tieno, to give some reasons. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning. and obtain some. I would like to welcome you, teacher, and intern to come to GS1 to learn more about traceability. Our yes, come across to this remarkable event, traceability. I stand before you to fail with joy and gratitude. The last 3 days, we've been highlight of this event. I will not so much from what has been discussed in the last 3 days. This is what we do by Traceability TV, or Traceability Week 24. We've seen much improvement with what we had last year, Traceability 2023, Traceability 2024, and we expect to be much bigger in next year, Traceability Week 2025. I'm inviting all of you to take part and be part and parcel of this, because this is the revolution of this event. As we move forward, we've learned the future of trading basically move to 2D. I will embrace you and urge you to embrace 2D. Please, these all events are already being made in our site and in your portal. You can actually reach it at any given time. If you so wish and you want to change immediately, please just log on to our website, go to your portal, and you'll get actually the 2D ready for you to come and put on the products. And with this, I thank you very much, and I wish you a good stay and also a good year, so that next year you become part and parcel of this. Thank you very much, and go ahead.
From software and data, verify a product using Akishabida.
From the retail industry, please join us in the 2D journey. See you next year.
From industrial engagement, preach the gospel of GS1 standards.
From healthcare, GS1 data matrix is the way to go.
Embrace the power of GS1. Until next year, thank you.
From linear barcodes to 2D barcodes, QR code is the future.
From fresh food sector, if it is not safe, it is not food. See you next year.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you next year.
Asante sana. Kwaheri.